Welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy and the June paper pumpkin kit called Welcome In. We are going to do project number 2 in this kit. So let's turn to the instructions. I need the vase stamp. I need one of the vase die cuts. I need the outline die cut. I need the flowers. And then I need my dots and my stamp spot. Okay, so let's get started. First thing they want us to do, I'm just going to grab my piece of scrap paper again. First thing they'd like us to do is stamp this. So I'm using the piece of paper for 2 reasons. The stamp, oh, it's exactly the right size. Okay, well that could be lots of fun to try and do, but let's get started. I'm going to ink up my vase here. And I'm going to stamp away, making sure I've got really good coverage, because I want a nice solid image. Okay, and I'm going to stamp it off. Okay, and I still have a couple of little holidays on there. So holidays are little holes in the ink. It's like when you're painting a wall and you miss a spot, you've got a little holiday in the wall. Paint took some time off. Okay. Oh, and we're seeing there. Okay. So let's bring it over and place it down on our die cut here. I'm just going to make sure I'm lined up with one of the lines on the grid paper here so that I can aim this and see how it's. I'm just going to rinse this off and do it again. See how it's kind of it's gone all bubbly? That's because of the oils on the surface, and that will translate. So I'm just going to give it a good scrub on my Stampin' Scrub here. So let's see if we can't get some of those oils off, and give it a good scrub and then dry it off. Another bit of a scrub, dry it off. Okay, and I'm just going to stamp just to make sure I've got the residual off. Okay, let's give this another whirl. Okay, we're going to ink up really well, and we're going to stamp it down quickly, because if you take too much time like I did chatting about it. Okay, so we're just going to stamp that down, and I was off a little bit, so I'm going to have a little white edge. Sometimes when I'm doing the videos, it's not too bad. When I'm doing the videos, I can't line up exactly, because otherwise my head would be in the frame, and you guys don't want to see the top of my head. But that's the vase all stamped down. So what is our next step? We do that, and then we take this piece and we use our long strips, one on each side of the kind of frame here. Okay, so one on each side of the frame, and then we use lots of the smaller ones here around the edges. Sometimes when I'm doing these, I feel like I need to have a darker piece of paper or something underneath so you can see what I'm doing. But let me just pull out, I've got a piece of Lost Lagoon here, that'll do. So let's just pull this out so you can see what I'm doing against the background. So we're just putting these down, and the fun part is going to be lining it up on the die cut so that I don't have any edges out, and that you might end up seeing some of my hair in the frame, because I want to get that absolutely 100% right. Okay, so I've done that. Now I need to take this piece, let's move everything out of the way here, and I need to take all my backing off, and I need to line it up on the outside of here. So I'm debating how I'm going to do this with. I think I'm going to start with one of the long sides and line it up with one of the short sides, and then try not to lozenge it out of shape as I do that. Okay, so we've got just this one last one to do. All right, so I am going to line this up along this edge here with the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this round, line it up with the top. There we go. Perfect, 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 perfect. Actually helped having that little piece underneath. It's like a swivel cutting mat when you're quilting. You can just turn the whole thing around. Okay, so we've got that done. The next thing we need to do is take this whole unit and put it on the card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my card. I'm going to use my block to crisp up that edge. Okay, let's put that off to the side. I need to use my tear and tape, and I need to put a piece here like this, and a piece here like this. Sorry, I'm wandering off frame. Apologies for that. Okay. And this is just a little bit long, so I'm just going to nip that edge off. Put it with the rest of the debris on the side. Okay. And it's telling me I also need to put some tear and tape. What's it telling me to do? It wants a dimensional strip on the back of the vase like that, and it wants some tear and tape on the back of the Hello Friend. And this one I'm just going to tear a piece off and pop that down like that. Okay, so we've got our pieces here. So let's go ahead and peel these off like this. There we go, just like that. And we're going to center this on the card front, just like that. Okay, you have that tear and tape a push on the background, and you can see you've got the dimensions there. Now we take our tear and tape like this, or the dimensional backing off this, and we're going to pop this down so that it covers up the stems like that. There we go. And then we put this over top of the vase, just like this, so you can only see one piece at the bottom. There we go. And then we take our dots, and we're going to put one up here, one right here, and then one down here. These dots really serve to draw the eye around the card. So that is project 2. So stay tuned for project number 3.